we'll go for a few topics. First one I think we'll start with is who's going to win the league.
I just remember waiting for like the delivery man on the day.
Yeah.
Like the first to get it. We put it on, go down the park, just playing it for like 2 weeks straight.
City, Arsenal, Liverpool and Tottenham in the top 4.
City, Arsenal, Liverpool and Tottenham.
Yes.
In my going with Tottenham.
I am.
You've got before the season, I was actually well confident. Then we signed.
Like Tonali's back.
No one signed. Absolutely nobody.
I'm gonna have to. I've got to back United. Someone's got to back United.
You going the same as us?
Yeah.
Two?
Ipswich, Everton and Southampton. Yeah.
I mean, it's obvious. I don't want to say it, but it's Manchester City.
No, I'm going to go United. As controversial as it's going to be, but I'm sure I'll look back at this and at the end of the season and think, why have I said that?
Right. Episode number 4, Talking Tekkers. So today we're going to do Premier League season predictions. We are 3 games in.
3 games
in.
in. Yeah, 4
So we've had
cup game as well.
Little cheating a little bit. I've had a little bit of a watch of some of the teams, but we'll run through a few questions, who we think is going to finish where, stuff like that. But before we get started, we've got 2 guests on today, 2 coaches from Tiny Tekkers. So.
Yeah, we're joined by Coach Ellis on my right and Coach Josh on my left.
Pleasure to be here.
2
Thank you.
Stonewall features for Tiny Tekkers. With Ellis being here for the last, 4 or 5 years now?
5 years this month.
And Josh has been here for the last couple of years. So, boys, do you want to introduce yourself? Ellis, how long have you been at Tiny Tekkers?
I've been here 5 years. Very much enjoyed myself here.
Good man. And how did you get started with Tiny Tekkers?
How did I get started?
How did you get a job? Do you remember?
How I get started was Jimmy, actually, who was on the last podcast. He obviously introduced me to you guys.
Took what? 30 seconds for Ellis to mention.
probably mention him a little bit more. But yeah, he told me about Tekkers, told me about you, and then I know someone else who obviously said about Tekkers. Obviously, I was like coming out of Oakhall, going into college, and obviously needed a job. I really like coaching. I was like, I'll go in Tekkers and go and see what they're all about, really.
That's it. Put me in contact, and then
the last
rest was
5
history.
Yeah.
We haven't been able to get rid of him for 5 years.
And then 5 years down the line, I'm still here. So
must be doing something right.
Must be doing something right, and obviously I must like the job.
Exactly. Good stuff. And on my left, Coach Josh. Josh, slightly different story. Didn't get put in touch by Jimmy, but
No. Yeah, I mean, I've been here for 2.5 years, just over now.
Something like that, yep.
So, well, I think I've described this story about 3 times in the last month or so. That's how I think I've put it down to your bad driving, how we met.
Indeed.
I was working with Tim at the garage spraying cars, and you came down because you'd driven into a bush or something.
That's it.
I had to put your reg plate on, and got chatting to you. Told me what you did, and I sort of fancied doing it. So
yeah, picked up a few hours, and you were doing a few hours with Tim doing the bodywork stuff, and then you just needed a few more bits of extra hours, and
exactly,
he came down a couple of hours, and that was like I say 2 years ago, and now you're full time and got your own van and.
Exactly, yeah. Same van you drove into a bush with.
Exactly. So everything comes full circle.
Did Oscar come before you?
Yeah, so I sort of knew a bit about it.
The Saturday class every now and again with Oscar.
So I think I've met you and Amy before, like through going with Oscar, but obviously I didn't even think about it as a job from there.
Well, at least you haven't drove the van into the bush yet.
I haven't.
So,
no.
You've got a parking ticket today, though.
You got a parking ticket
today. First one.
First one.
I think first.
I haven't had a parking ticket, and I've been driving in 2.5 years. So
sneaky. I mean, he was on work o'clock. He was doing errands for work, so
I was indeed.
We'll have to pick that one up, I guess. Maybe
I was told not to buy a ticket.
Coin flip. Oh, controversy.
What do you reckon, Nath? Josh got a parking ticket today. Should we have to pay for it, or should he pay for it?
50-50.
What if I was told beforehand never get a parking ticket and he'd look after it if I did?
All right.
Then they pay for it.
Thank you.
I reckon 50-50.
Coin flip.
Yeah.
Take it on my lawyers.
Maybe. Or maybe the subscribers.
Yeah.
Comment down below. Josh to pay.
That's gonna go well.
Or Tekkers to pay.
He can afford it.
You've got a week.
Right. Should we crack on?
Let's do it.
So obviously Premier League started. We'll go for a few topics. First one I think we'll start with is who's going to win the league. Start with you, Coach Ellis. Who do you think is going to win the league this season?
I mean, it's obvious. I don't want to say it, but it's Manchester City. Has to be.
I do agree. I thought Arsenal were in with a decent shout, but dropped 2 points against Brighton at the weekend at home already. City just seem to be same old City.
I generally think, like, as long as Pep's at City, Man City will win it every time. When Pep goes, maybe it'd be a different story, but I think Yeah, man.
Pep going at the end of the season? Last year?
Definitely.
Last year, as
I don't think he will.
I
think it's I think he signed a contract, year extension, stay to 26.
I think he's getting bored. Not that you get bored of winning trophies, but a
new challenge.
There was a thing going around. Didn't like every 4 years or so he took a break.
Yeah, sweet. And he's been at City for the longest he's been at club.
Exactly.
8 years.
Knows when to step away. I think he's obviously stepping away whilst winning.
Or if he gets picked to the post by Liverpool or an Arsenal. Or...
He's gonna go to England at the end of the season.
England.
Yeah, I reckon. Yeah, if he gets beat this year by say Liverpool or an Arsenal, unfortunately, then yeah, he might leave. Yeah,
that's brave coming from a Tottenham shirt.
I know they won't win their league.
You can't say anything good about Arsenal. It's just not allowed.
So you're going City. I'm going City.
Yeah. Gonna have to be City again. Unfortunate.
Just to say, Jordan does support Man United, but
yeah,
that's shirt, so
that does say
classic United fan.
A shirt.
Yeah, that is ridiculous.
One shirt had a name and numbers and Premier League badges. It's ridiculous.
Get off Thailand.
That's why I haven't brought
Coach Sam special.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
I haven't brought a Spurs shirt in like 3 years. The last time I got this.
I used to have all the kits when I was a kid. It used to be, memberships. You do.
Yeah.
Like, kid Man United member. So
even like kids kits are like 60 quid now.
Yeah, ridiculous.
Like when I used to have like kids kits, they used to be like 35 quid.
Yeah, we used to pre-order.
Full kit as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I used to remember waiting for like the delivery man on the day.
Yeah.
Like the first to get it. We put it on, go down the park, just playing it for like 2 weeks straight. I swear I didn't even take it off. But now.
Nah.
Is that one this season's?
No, this is when Suma joined probably 3 years ago.
Yeah.
I think. About 3 years ago. So I haven't brought one since.
Yeah. So I had to get this one because it was the Europa League special. I had to get that in with the badge as well. So
you should frame that. Might happen again.
Well, exactly. No, this season's happening. Definitely.
Fair enough.
Maybe in Champions League.
And what was the reason for putting Basuma on the back, Ellis?
Basically, one of my best mates supports Brighton, and then obviously Basuma joined Spurs for was that like 25 mil. Like the season before it was 50. And he was not happy at all. So I had to get Basuma on the back just to wind him up, yeah.
Fair enough. Classic football banter.
Yeah.
You going City as well then, John?
No, I'm going to go against the grain.
Controversial.
Love it. If you asked me a week ago, I would have said Arsenal. But looking at their start, and they've been all right. Like they've obviously got 2 wins. They drew against us, but it was a very, very dodgy red card that changed the game a lot from Declan Rice. But not that I'm complaining at all. But no, I'm going to go with Liverpool. Liverpool win. I know they got the new manager, and obviously we'll see. Time will tell, but they look strong. Like,
we were just speaking about it off camera, weren't we? But exactly, he inherited the Klopp side. Obviously, been doing well.
Won 3 from 3, and they look very good against United. So
and as Coach Nathan was saying, I think it's just his tactical nous.
It is United.
It's not a bad shout, Liverpool, but
we're
only 3 games in.
I also think if City do get this point deduction that there's rumours of, which we're not sure if it's going to happen. But
if it's going to happen, it's going to be big.
Exactly. I mean,
fine doesn't matter. They can pay that.
If they get the point deduction, they're down in the Championship because they're saying 60, 70 points, and they can't come back from that. Even with like basically winning every game, they won't be able to
literally
stay up.
Yeah,
that would be incredible.
Yeah. No, then Pep will definitely leave then.
Yeah. You're going Liverpool.
Yeah.
City.
Yeah.
City. Top 4, obviously. City are in it for us. I'm guessing you're going to have City in the top 4 as well.
Yeah, City.
Yeah.
Hey, let's start you again.
So
City
I'd go. We're doing an order or
just
wherever.
Wherever.
I'd go City, Arsenal, Liverpool, and Tottenham in the top 4.
City, Arsenal, Liverpool, and Tottenham.
Yes, in my
You're going with Tottenham.
I am. I'm confident.
After the weekend when we turned around.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't great, but it hasn't been great for the last 2 seasons at St James's Park.
What do you reckon the aggregate score is in the last 3 seasons?
I think before the game,
23.
I think before the game, the weekend they put it out. It was 10-1, I think.
Solid.
So it might be about 12-1 now.
And the fact that we
were
12-2,
so
bad at the weekend.
Cheers, Dan
still
Burn.
beat you.
Yeah.
That's our problem at the moment. Like, just can't defend, but can attack and just don't take our chances.
Tough.
Yes.
What's the answer?
What's the answer?
Yeah.
New manager.
New manager?
No, I think
Harry Kane.
it doesn't help. Doesn't help. Both our number 9s are at the moment. But
who?
Solanke and Richarlison, both injured. But I think just taking our chances, just stop passing around the 6-yard box and
Get forward quicker.
I think we get forward quick. but it's just we're not shooting.
It's not hard. You play your line in the other team.
We're not shooting. It's like you get it wide, just get it in the box. Yeah, we got our 2 wingers, but they just mess around with the ball. Too many touches.
Who are hitting in the middle?
Mate, at the moment, no one, because no one's in there. But that's why you need Solanke. That's what we signed Solanke for, but he got injured. If it be start, Solanke's back. Hopefully, we'll have the big man in there. Hopefully,
plays it every single game for Bournemouth last season. Gets injured in one.
I know, terrible. I know. Medical team need a question by the Reds.
What do you think? Do you think it's the injuries? I mean, every team. I mean, that's United and Newcastle were probably the top 2 teams hit by injuries last season. Do you think it's more games? Added minutes.
I think last season definitely was like we had a reduced squad. Obviously, games we played. But I think this season we tried to build on that. Actually, build like players like in like say midfield, because we only had like a couple of midfielders last season. Like actually fit like in by the end. Now we've got a few more. I think it's just about the rotation of it. Hopefully now, if someone does go injured, we're like, oh, who's actually going to... Because like last year was like, who's going to go there? We have to bring a player out of position to go and replace that player. Now we've got plenty of players in each position.
I remember
it's about those players delivering at the end of the day.
Makes sense.
The game you played against Brighton at home where we thrashed you, and you were playing like 4 fullbacks, the 4-2.
Oh yeah, 4-2.
I was at that game back, but
I was at the game in the Brighton end, unfortunately.
That's a shock.
Yeah.
Well, squad depth I think is important.
Well, probably wise. Like, there's obviously an issue with the way that the league's being run, because the injuries last year was just ridiculous. Like, we had a lot, but everyone had a lot.
Yeah.
And it's just like, there's clearly something wrong, because no one can seem to cope with the level of games, and then they decide to add 10 minutes on at the end of every game.
Yeah. That was ridiculous. They stopped it about 4 or 5 games
over
in.
the course of the season. It's another, like, playing another 5-6 games. It's just mental.
It's probably why Chelsea got a squad of 87 players.
Yeah, literally. That's mad.
For each quarter of the season.
Yeah, that's mental.
It's nearly like an NFL team.
Yeah, I think...
Bring on the attack and defence.
That's it.
I think it's just like... It's like you need to play, like, 1 game a week. It's like when like you get the FA Cups in, you get Carabao Cup in, so you like European football. You're playing like every like 3-4 days.
Well, that's like what I said to you about Brighton. I said you would like you'll do well. Okay, in Europe you struggle just with the whole infrastructure of it, going away a couple of days, staying in hotels, get your food right, your preparation, your sleep,
time difference as well, like different food, and I think obviously we played on a Thursday for Europe and then played on the Sunday, and we've never done that.
If you're travelling overnight,
exactly,
it's just ridiculous.
Just wasn't used to it.
You have like 1 day recovery, or maybe like 1.5 day recovery, and then like you train for like maybe I don't know how long they train for, a couple hours. That's it.
Straight back into the game on Saturday.
And it's like, I think it's like maybe down to managers as well, because you play on the Thursday, you play on the Sunday, and it's the same team.
Yeah.
So like maybe you need to change some bits, but
the problem is you've got no other players. Like when we were playing Champions League last year, the players that we playing Lewis Miley and centre mid, like 16 at the time, but no one else.
A long stuff.
Exactly. He come in and done well, and then he got injured, and then it's just like Isak was shoved up front. We had no other strikers. He was playing injured for half the season, and then like Botman done his ACL, gets rushed back because we've got no centre backs. Does it again. Now he's out for another 9 months, and it's just relentless.
Ridiculous.
I feel like there's a load of ACL injuries at the moment as well.
Always, yeah.
And where that's coming from.
I think it's just like, I think it's probably the pace of the game at the moment, and like the demand on the players to like play the quick football, get on the turns, play the quick football, and obviously grass as well doesn't help. Certain studs doesn't help. The ACLs.
Well, people talk about like lightweight boots and stuff like that.
Yeah. Like doing their ankles,
Again, you'd have thought sports science, everything like that going forward, and the technology with the boots these days, you should kind of be protected for.
Yeah.
And all the recovery and muscle, what they do in the gym, should be building up around joints and ligaments and stuff. So
should be about plenty of players do their ligaments and ACLs. But I think that's just part of football at the end of the day.
Who knows?
All right, Coach Josh, your top 4?
Well, City, Arsenal, Liverpool, the top 3, and then the 4th. It's the 4th place. It's quite tough. Obviously,
Don't do it.
You got your Tottenham to Newcastle. As much as I'd love to say Brighton, we're not going to come top 4. Like realistically, I think we might get Europe again this year, but without the extra European games, but I don't think we'll be top 4.
Do look good this season. You signed some good players, which
we have
spent some money.
Don't normally do.
We spent almost 200 million, which is unheard of. Like we basically cashed in on all of our outgoings we've had for the past 3 or 4 years.
That's the thing when you sign like a Caicedo for
115 million.
5 million.
Oh,
Sell him for 115 million.
Yeah. That was outrageous. Right. I mean, it's not like we've got Cucurella for 60 million as well, and it's all built up. Ben White for 50, and but we're sort of cashing in. Old Matt O'Reilly didn't really hit the ground running.
No, like
6 minutes in against Crawley and gets absolutely.
Was that a challenge? I didn't even see it. It was a challenge.
He got clattered.
Shocking challenge.
Guy, I think it was Jay Williams, didn't even get booked for it, and then winked at Webster afterwards. So our fan base.
Classic. Lower league
It's a derby game, isn't it?
Yeah. It's just shocking. Like you can't.
You can't derby, isn't it?
Can't put a tackle in like that and not get you yellow card.
Terry sits in the soft seats at Tottenham.
Yeah, that's it.
Chauffeur driven to the game. No tackles.
But
I do sit in soft seats.
You're a non-contact sport, don't you?
We've just signed a new right back as well, Kedioglu from Fenerbahce, who's meant to be very decent. Played very well for Turkey in the Euros, so he's pretty exciting because at the moment our right back's Joel Veltman, who, as good as he has been, is
definitely not right back.
Definitely showing his age, and he's definitely not right back. Did well against Declan Rice on Saturday, but
another shocking refereeing decision.
Yep.
Not going to get into any refereeing decisions and VAR on the podcast.
Oh,
I don't know. I don't think Chelsea are going to be anywhere near it.
Oh no.
I don't agree. I think Chelsea are going to be all right.
You think? I think they'll have some freak results, some like big wins.
If they get a bit of consistency, they've got some decent players.
Again, Villa are another team that'll be up there, but I think like us, I think they'll struggle with the extra games in Europe.
I like Villa to be fair. I think they will be
a good squad, but
I'm liking Villa.
I just think European football thrown in there, I think they'll have the same problems that both had.
I'm gonna stick with my guns, and I'm gonna say Man United, as controversial as it is.
Yes,
even though
that's why I sit there.
I know first couple of games, but they've had some tough matches. Like Liverpool, you can't expect to get a result against Liverpool. Really, I know they're at home.
Obviously, right? First
they were
20 minutes.
disappointed against us, like when they let in the 95th, João Pedro.
I was absolutely fuming. I was just waiting for your WhatsApp message in the group. I was like, here we go.
Yeah, but no.
You said it was a good game, though.
It was a very good game, and I think United had their chances, but just can't finish the dinner. Obviously, Xerxes got his offside one that was very. I think that's where the rules are.
When he's basically in the net, back of the net, and just clipped off.
I mean, if Xerxes not there, it's going in anyway, and no one's around it.
It's on literally
very,
on the line.
very
unlucky.
unlucky.
The rules are the rules.
Those are the rules.
Exactly. But no, I'm going to go United. As controversial as it's going to be, but I'm sure I'll look back at this and at the end of the season and think, why have I said that? But we'll see.
No, I think we'll click. There's still, obviously, we've signed 4 or 5 so-called big names for us.
Ugarte's
just signed. And how did you see his comments in the press conference after the Liverpool game? He said that Ten Hag said he wasn't Harry Potter, so it might take Ugarte a few months to bed himself in or bed into the team. So
that was funny.
But I think we do all right. Did it play well, to be fair?
I think it will depend on how long Ten Hag stays. Because I don't think he's got to the rest of the season. I think if they get rid of him early and they get someone in who's going to do a job, make the team click, I think they'll do all right. But
depends who you go for. Who's out
exactly?
Yeah.
Well, that's the question.
I do like Dillet, to be fair, but I just don't think he's like where he was 2 years ago, 3 years ago.
I just think he's a typical United signing at the moment.
Panic.
Big name, just sort of like he'll do all right.
It was like Casemiro.
Flop. Yeah, exactly.
Well, Maguire came on yesterday and done.
Casemiro played for Liverpool yesterday.
I know. I think he'd do well, but I don't think he'd be like.
I don't understand with Casemiro. He always has that. He like plays unbelievable for like 2 or 3 games and just absolutely goes.
You see,
it's almost like his head's just gone.
When was it? Like when you played Palace, and like the ref had like the camera on.
Oh yeah.
And I saw like a tackle, and it was like Casemiro got nowhere near him.
He always does that.
It was like a weird tackle
with his shins. He jumps with his shins, so he's just trying to block the ball. So I've never seen anyone else do it, but kind of him.
And then your top 4.
Top 4. City and Arsenal definitely going to be up there. I do think United are going to be battling kind of 4th, 5th spot. So hopefully we'll nick it. We'll get in there. And then that 4th place or 4th spot in the top 4.
Surely you can't not say United. Being a United fan.
Well, exactly. United are there. I don't want to say Liverpool, but I say Slot looks like he's doing okay. He's inherited a decent Liverpool side who I think will do all right this year. I mean, I think there might be struggle next year when they lose a few of their players. Trent, Van Dijk, Salah. Yeah. But they'll be up there. Tottenham, way off. Chelsea are an outside shout for me. Villa will be competing again. 4th, 5th, 6th.
Yeah, Villa will be up there, definitely.
So,
They'll be
City,
top
Arsenal, United. Oh, pains me to say it, but I've got to stick Liverpool in there. Just for their start.
Yeah.
That's my top 4.
Solid.
We'll
I'm
see.
going City, Arsenal. I wasn't going to put Liverpool in there, but they've started well. I thought they were going to struggle this year without Klopp.
Yeah, same.
But they look quite good. Chuck Liverpool in.
Newcastle, what
He wants to say it.
Scott, you've got to put
Before the
Newcastle in
season,
there,
I was actually well confident. Then we
You
signed.
like Tonali's back.
No one signed absolutely nobody.
We thought Gueye was going to come, didn't he?
Yeah.
That's what we desperately need as well.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
embarrassing.
mate.
Yeah.
Player. What a centre-back, by the way.
Yeah, he's not.
Not
Not worth
70
60 mil though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Absolute
just
class.
getting outrageous.
But that's the problem these days. Like,
Yeah.
it was ever since the Gareth Bale signing, wasn't it? He was the first.
Yeah.
Was the first
He was
100
that
million.
first 100 million, like 2013, first £100 million player.
And then from there,
Ever since then, it's just been
Chelsea were in the
ridiculous.
market when they spent out £1 billion on players when Mourinho was the manager.
yeah, true.
Yeah.
But I think, yeah, we look shocking. First 3 games this season, not played well, but we've won 2 games and drawn 1, which is a good sign. I think if we keep players fit, Tonali coming back, it's like having a new signing this year.
Big time.
If Isak's on form, he's one of the best strikers in the league. I think we'll be up there, but I think Chelsea are going to be all right. They've got some decent players. Cole Palmer's a joke, one of the best players in the league. João Felix, I think, is a massive signing for Chelsea.
Oh, he didn't do much for them when he was there, though, did he?
No.
Had him on loan, didn't do much.
He's
Really,
Back.
no.
Scored against
injured a
Wolves.
bit, got sent
Yeah.
off on his debut, didn't he?
Yeah. Remember that?
Yeah.
I think he's a decent player, but
They got Sancho now as well.
Yeah. Where'd that come from?
Weird sign,
Sideways
just
movement.
like
Yeah, yeah.
straight away, like
I
last day of the
think
season.
again, I think he could do all right at Chelsea.
I think he'd do well.
If he used to play
I think
like week in, week out,
Yeah.
get a few 90 minutes under his belt.
Chelsea do well, but they've got so many players.
He just needs to work out his 11 and his core players.
Yeah. Are
What
they going
does
to
he
keep?
do with the other 13
Yeah.
players they got?
He's not going to keep any of them happy. That's the point. He's already come out on like a press conference saying I'm only working with 22 players.
Well,
And
same
I've
with
got,
Raheem,
and
isn't it? Yeah.
I've got like 45 players. Like
You got Raheem on whatever 300 grand a week, and you
Yeah.
just shipped him off to Arsenal. Yeah.
yeah, and you want to like obviously some of those players will play in like other games, cup games, but they're only going to play like
Until they-
60
yeah,
minutes
until they go
because they're not
out.
going to be fit
Yeah.
enough.
I think Forest had the same issue. Like when the first season they came up, they signed like I think
10
it was
players,
20.
wasn't it?
I think it was 20.
Was it 20
They
players in the
signed
end?
20 players, and they obviously
And spent big money on Lingard. And,
yeah. And
Oh,
you,
that's
obviously you
fine.
can only have 11 players on a pitch, and
And what's the rules about registering? Isn't
Sneak
it, as
an
well?
extra one on.
How many you can actually register
How many players you can register as well?
Yeah.
for, like, including the first team squad?
Yeah,
Didn't Napoli like not registered Osimhen to play in the Champions League or something?
he's gone
He's gone
today.
to
He's,
Galatasaray.
they're really reached agreement with Galatasaray, but
Oh, really?
but
Random one.
it's a random one. But obviously Turkish league's still open, window's still open, but he can't go anywhere because Conte said he's out. He's not playing at all.
Yeah.
He was another one Chelsea wanted because
Yeah.
Chelsea got like all the players. They just don't have that.
They should just
number-
bought everyone in
number
the
10.
league.
Yeah, they don't have a striker. Still,
No.
Well, you could argue Felix, but
They've got Nicholas Jackson.
They've got Jackson, but
what a player!
Nicholas Jackson.
Nicholas Jackson, yeah. If he can finish,
he is
he'd be
terrible.
decent. He gets about 40 chances a game.
Yeah,
he just
I
can't finish.
don't rate him at all.
He's terrible.
But yeah,
It's like anything in football, though. They haven't got time. They haven't got time to prove yourself these days. You've got to almost hit the ground
Yeah.
running and do it season after season. Again, I mean, I love Rashford, but you saw 2 seasons ago he was one of the best strikers in the world. Now, people are calling him
bit of a
be
bubble
sold.
shot.
Yeah.
I think
strikes in the world.
Chelsea's
winger in the
history.
world.
Chelsea's history with strikers. They've struggled since Drogba. However many
it's
years ago
difficult
that was.
to replace someone like Drogba.
Yeah.
Impossible. Yeah, impossible.
It's
like-
trying to replace Shearer.
It's like us trying to play Harry Kane. It's just
I mean,
you can't.
What about Richarlison?
You can't play Harry Kane. No one can.
I'm going for a Newcastle top 4.
Whoa,
Called it. Right,
Not gonna
top
happen.
goal scorer, everyone knows is obviously Haaland.
Haaland.
Yeah,
Absolutely animal, scored 7 goals in 3 games.
mate,
Joke.
ridiculous.
So let's do top goal scorer. If Haaland's not in the league. Second place. First to worst, second to best.
John, go Isak. I'm on your side today, Ben.
Well done.
Newcastle.
If he stays fit, goal machine. Unbelievable.
And you seem to
finisher.
just score. You might leak a few, but you score plenty of goals. As I
Always
said,
gonna
also
leak a few. You've
aggregate
got
score against Tottenham.
Yeah.
Dan Burn and him
Yeah.
and Kraft
15-1.
centre backs together.
Mate, he'd get those goals.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
it's
you're
a
gonna
good
have
shout.
to.
Ollie Watkins, obviously.
He's going to be up there.
No,
He's not
No?
had a great start.
no.
Did he?
It's only 3
Did he
games.
score at the wee? I know.
I
But
thought
He-
Tony
he
was
done-
gonna
he
stand
done
there.
assists
Tony
at the
was gonna be up
weekend.
there.
yeah.
Like
It's
the
hard.
last 3 games, Ollie Walker hasn't not played good at all. He got one.
Hard
I
to
think he got one
look past,
assist.
Salah as well.
Yeah.
He's always up there or thereabouts. Jota, if Jota stays fit for Liverpool, a massive player for Liverpool, he's goal scorer.
Pretty decent.
And obviously Nicholas Jackson.
No, I'm going for Mo Salah, top goal scorer.
Safe bet.
Salah.
Yeah.
There we go.
I'm going to go biased. I'm going to say João Pedro.
João Pedro.
Yeah.
Depends how many penalties you get.
Obviously,
Yeah, that's it.
he's our penalty taker, and he's got 100% record penalties at the moment, which is unbelievable. Obviously, touch wood, that carries on. But yeah, obviously he scores a lot of penalties, but he also does he scored twice already this season, non-penalty. He scored against United, scored against Arsenal.
Open goal header from 2
He's
yards.
been playing well this season. To be fair, I give him that.
Got to be
He's
there.
playing really well.
He's a player.
It is
Yeah.
it's not even just his goals. Like off the ball, he's very good.
Is he playing a bit of a deeper role?
He plays sort of as a
Like false nine.
false nine, but he also plays on the wings as well. So like
Well, like against Arsenal, he just seems to be everywhere.
yeah.
All over the place.
I mean, when obviously we've got the
Classic free roll.
Yeah.
we've got the new manager, and he sort of plays in possession. He plays without midfield, so he sort of play two at the back, and then everyone else sort of where they like up front. And well, it's worked so far.
Because you're playing with two strikers now, aren't you? That's,
Oh, yeah,
that's what I've noticed.
Danny
So which Cobble Bright
Welbeck.
game?
Well, so
Danny
Welbeck's up front, then
Pedro
Pedro sort of sits just behind him.
Yeah.
But
How many
Yeah.
goals has he got for you as well? Danny Welbeck, by the way.
this
He seems to consistently
so
score.
He scored against Everton.
Scores big goals, doesn't he?
That's scored big goals.
Scored against
Yeah.
Everton, scored against United, and he's always up there. He always gets a few. Obviously, he's getting on a bit, but
Made it,
still a
that's why.
solid
I reckon.
player for us.
I reckon João Pedro will be up there. I reckon. I don't know, 14 goals maybe.
Well,
thereabouts.
I think he got 9 last season, which obviously isn't brilliant, but we shared the goals around everyone.
It's mad, isn't it, that Haaland scored 7 in 3 games,
Yeah.
and he did 9 in a season.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. Bro,
Right.
robot.
Salah, Isak.
So,
João Pedro.
Yeah.
Right, relegated. Bottom 3 is going down.
Everton.
that's a definite 100%. That's in everyone's.
100%.
Everton. Southampton.
Unreal at the weekend. Everton 2-0 up, 87th minute, and it was like, oh, they might actually get a result here. And then they lose 3-2.
Hilarious.
You know, even we
Keep the space
beat
as well.
them 4-0.
Yeah.
And you know our attacking at the moment. So yeah, I'll go Everton, Southampton, and Ipswich.
Exactly the same thing.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
I think
I
so.
don't know.
I don't know. Ipswich,
I want Ipswich to stay up.
I want them to stay up.
I want them to stay
But-
up. I don't think they will.
Yeah,
I
it'd be
don't
good.
think they will.
I
I
think
think
they'll do
they
alright.
was it they picked up a point the other day, didn't they? Was it, or did they?
Yeah, one.
Yeah, they got a 1-1, but
So the first Premier League goal since.
that's it. Yeah.
20
Yeah.
years
I mean,
ago.
before
Liam Delap. Yeah.
Yeah.
before the season, I would have said Bournemouth.
Bournemouth,
They look really good.
Yeah.
But Bournemouth actually look really good at the moment.
Yeah.
So
the thing is with Ipswich is, for them to stay up, there's got to be 3 teams in the league that are worse than them.
Yeah.
I just don't know if there's.
it's just
I think they're running
Everton
out of
are definitely
spaces
worse.
there.
yeah,
I think
it's just
Everton's
too hard for the
struggling.
championship clubs, especially like those championship clubs.
I think obviously
Palace, are they gonna be
Wolves
down
at the
there?
moment.
No.
Wolves at the moment aren't doing.
I think Palace will do good this season.
Not at the best start.
Obviously-
again.
They've signed some good players.
Held
Coming-
on to Gehi. If they sold him
Yeah.
to us, then I think they would have struggled.
I
They
still
still
think
got Eze
they'll
as
struggle with that Elise. Like he was
Yeah,
a major
big player.
part of their team.
Keeping Eze was big for them as well.
Yeah,
'cause
yeah.
he
But then again,
was-
they haven't had a good start at all. Even with the players they kept, like they lost the first 2 games. I think they drew they drew with Chelsea yesterday.
We've got Thien now, haven't they?
Decent
Nketiah.
Yeah, they have
Signed him as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Signed a couple of centre backs as well. Chalobah from Chelsea on loan. I think they'll be alright. They're like halfway. They're halfway up.
I think
The
the
team, aren't
like
they?
the Palace
Yeah.
fans.
They're always going to be around there.
Palace fans I've spoken to, like a couple of the parents at our sessions, have like they've said they're not looking forward to the season. Like they reckon they'll be down there because
Don't they say
was-
that every year though?
yeah, but we said that every year, and now
You
we're,
don't.
we're-
Not
well,
anymore.
no, I
You
don't,
love it.
but-
Well, you would say about
You're
that,
in the
Brian.
top 3.
You would say about them the last couple of seasons.
'cause they-
proved it.
Because people, like everyone's talking about Mateta, and obviously he had an unbelievable end to last season. Did well at the Olympics as well, but again, the Palace fans I've spoken to, they said it's just like,
Flesh and
it's a
bone.
purple patch.
Yeah.
and he's they don't reckon he's any good like whatsoever. But
It's like Papi Cisse at Newcastle.
yeah,
Scored like 13 goals in 12 games. Every goal was an absolute
Yeah.
worldie.
The
And
one,
then
that volley from that wide
literally
left.
the next season just stood 4 yards offside.
Yeah.
And everything that hit him hit his shin pad and went off for a throw in.
Yeah.
Like people were talking about him going to Madrid. And then literally the next game, the first game of the season, just awful. So it does happen, doesn't it?
yeah, I was like that. Do you remember Michu for Swansea.
Yeah.
An unbelievable season or two, and then just dipped, like did nothing afterwards.
Where did he end up?
I got no idea. I think Spanish
Spain,
league.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah,
Spanish
so
league, retirement home.
you going the
Yeah.
same as us
Yeah,
two?
Ipswich, Everton, and Southampton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got Everton definite. I want to stick Palace in there.
Ooh,
Palace, I think so.
fair.
And Southampton. I want Ipswich to stay up.
Would
Kieran
be,
McKenna's going to do a job.
would be nice.
Do a job. If he keeps them up, clear by a few points, I reckon he'll bag a move to a bigger Prem
Got a
team.
big job coming up for him, I think. He's a decent manager. Right.
Definitely.
About 10 minutes.
Okay. We'll go. What have we done? Winner, top 4, relegated, top goal
scorer.
scorer, second top goal scorer.
Yeah.
Surprise team of the season. I'm going to say who you were saying you thought would get relegated. Bournemouth. I think Bournemouth are decent. They absolutely ripped us apart when we played them. That Semenyo is very good. I think they look pretty good. They were decent last year as well. I know they lost a couple of players like Solanke to you, but they look good. I think West Ham as well. So they got pumped by City, but they signed some good players. They got a half decent squad.
They'll be up there.
Yeah,
2 for me.
yeah, I'll go my surprise team. I'll go West Ham, actually. No, London rivals, but they've impressed me, to be fair. Last couple of games, we'll see. Yeah, got beaten by City, but everyone's going to get smashed by City at some point. But yeah, they've signed some really good players. Aston Villa as well. They've signed some good players.
I'll say, although I don't think Villa.
So it's sort of
not even
they're not
surprising,
surprised
are
to
they?
come in the top
No.
4. Like, are they going to do better than that? It's not
True.
a surprise, is it?
Or other good.
But I get what you mean.
Run
Like,
in Europe.
when you think of the top 4, you don't think of them.
the
Like, if
better
they
know.
get back in there again, that's very, very good going for them.
They've got,
They've got a good squad.
got to be up there again.
So I'd be mine. I think Villa. I think they'll have a decent go at Europe and finish. Because again, like I said with you at Brighton, you had a good go in Europe and you obviously played some games. That's difficult games as well. But then you struggled a bit in the league towards the end of the season. Whereas I think Villa will still be in and around top 6 definitely and have a half decent run in Europe. So that's kind of it's like a package surprise for me.
Yeah, I reckon they'll be top 6. Definitely. I think they're good.
I'm going to go the same as you. I'm going to say Bournemouth. I think I just looking at their first few games, obviously the 3-2 against Everton, they came out from the 87th minute, but they
played like exciting football.
Exactly. I mean, Semenyo looks an absolute player, and then I really like their manager, Iraola. Like the fans obviously love him, and he's got that philosophy: play until the final whistle, which obviously worked against Everton, and they did pretty well against Newcastle. You
Scraped a point.
yeah, looked like they I think that goal should have counted, but
Nah, definitely handball. That one.
Cracking decision. For
That was definitely a handball.
come off the sleeve, which is allowed now, isn't it?
And
Yeah, I think
Joe
sleeve
Linton
line.
just cleaning out the goal.
Mate, how has he not got sent off for that? It's ridiculous.
Grabbed him
Yeah.
around his neck.
Stopping a counter attack.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't like if he's grabbed him 2 hands or grabbed his arm or whatever.
he's clotheslined him.
Absolutely clotheslined him.
It's got to be done.
WWE style.
Yeah,
Take one for
Shane
the team.
McMahon would love that.
So, last one, signing of the season. Now the transfer window is closed. You can sort of obviously you've got January, but financial fair play. No one's allowed to buy anyone, so that's a write-off.
yeah, ridiculous.
Sticking with your club or you going
I am going to stick with my club. But I'd say Solanke. Obviously, I know he's injured at the moment, but I really do think he will be really good for us. That player we need, like I was explaining at the start of the podcast, that player we need in the box, getting those headers
score
in.
you goals.
But yeah, I reckon they get, he scored, 17 goals last season for Bournemouth? I reckon they get maybe about the same. Obviously, all competitions, they probably go, I think they go over 20 if he stays fit. That's the big if with Tottenham, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Half our players don't stay fit anymore. But yeah, that's a problem without the whole league. Yeah, I'll go him. It's my sign of the season.
Is it who's the City wing? Is it Savini?
Savini.
Yeah, he looks absolute baller. Like, he looks very, very good.
It's a shame, well, not a shame, I'm a United fan, but Oscar Bob got injured, didn't he?
Yeah.
Bad injured as well. Was that an ACL? Or?
He scored an unreal goal against us last year.
Yeah.
I think
Played a lot of
we were
pre-season.
I think we were beating them.
I mean,
De Bruyne on
It was meant to be his breakout
15
season this
Yeah,
year,
yeah.
and obviously he's got the
He looks
ACL.
like an exciting young
Savinho
talent.
looks very, very good.
See, Oscar Bob always looked good last year,
Yeah.
didn't he? So
Which is rare for City to sign such a young
unfortunate for him, to
player
be fair.
and play him.
I'd like to special shout out to Brian Gruder though. From he's come to us from
Who?
Yeah, exactly. This is what I mean. It's going to be another one of our unheard ofs that go for like silly money. But I think he's. I want to say I don't think he's injured at the moment, but he's not match fit, so he's not played a game yet. But I think when he comes on, he's been compared to. I think he was in the German. I can't remember who he's playing for. It was like Mönchengladbach or something. I might be wrong, but he's been compared.
I saw him at Old Trafford years and years ago.
I'm real team, but he's been compared to Phil Foden, basically Phil Foden of the Bundesliga. So if that's true,
hope he lives up to that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
because it'd be a national side as well.
Yeah.
It'd be a hell of a player if he lives up to that name.
Yeah.
Is he German?
Iniesta.
Is he German?
Yes. Yeah.
Coach Jordan.
My signing.
Season.
What's your signing? Yeah.
For all.
You sticking with your club?
I'm gonna have to. I've got to back United. Someone's got to back United. I think Xerxes is going to come good. He's going to come good.
Finisher against Liverpool, isn't he?
Yeah. No, Xerxes is coming good.
I saw someone describe him as a fruit machine earlier.
Exactly. And one day he's going to hit the jackpot. He just needs a couple of goals.
Get his confidence up.
Yeah. For us, I think they're lit.
Yeah.
Xerxes. Although saying that, an outsider again, United. I think that Mazraoui looks nice.
Does.
Comfortable, good under pressure, rarely misplaces the pass, works hard. Kind of like a traditional United right back. But no, I'm going to stick to my guns. I'm saying it. Outside, shout, but Xerxes.
Fair.
I mean, we need someone to score goals because we are struggling big time.
Yeah, hopefully he scores some goals soon then.
Yeah, we need
this weekend, hopefully he scores one.
I'm going...
Coach Ben.
I think João Felix is going to be decent. I just rate him. Every time I watch him play, I think he looks good. But there's obviously something missing there.
Yeah.
Like no team seems to really fancy him. He just sort of goes. He went Barca, didn't he? Been at Atletico, they don't really fancy him. Chelsea, then went back. Now he's back at Chelsea. So I don't know. I think if he gets in good form, I think he's a serious player. Clutching at straws a bit here, but can I class Tonali as a new sign? Missed the whole.
I
think
almost
you can.
is.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, well,
I think
We'll let you have
Felix.
that one.
we haven't signed anyone else. So.
Yeah, I think João Felix will be good, but is he going to get the game time with how many other forwards they got?
Yeah.
True.
If he gets the game time, I think he'll be good, get some goals. But do you know, is he going to be overshadowed by likes of Palmer, Sancho coming through? Possibly.
Well, time will tell.
Yeah.
So I think what we'll do, we'll make a little graphic that we'll throw up with all of our predictions.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the
Come
season,
back to it.
we'll have to film another episode and compare them and see how far wrong we were. Or how far right. We'll see if Tottenham got relegated.
Definitely not going to get relegated.
Slanky scores or not.
Let's hope Sankey gets fit and scores some goals.
Back from injury.
If not, yeah, we might struggle.
But yeah, wrap it up there. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks for coming on, boys.
Coach Ellis.
Thank you very much, boys.
Ellis. Sure, we'll see you on again soon.
Josh.
As always, like and subscribe. Comment if you want to see any future stuff on episodes.
Yeah, or if you agree with us or disagree. Yeah. Comment down below. If you agree with our top fours. It'd be interesting to see who you think is gonna make it in top four.
Should there be some disagreement?
Who owes money for that parking ticket?
Exactly.
Yeah.
We need to know.
That's the biggest one.
Or Ellis.
Yeah.
I'm not paying.
We'll add him in it.
Nah. I don't get parking tickets anyway.
That's because you get
Chauffeurs.
driven.
Yeah.
Right. Thank you for watching. Look out for the next episode as
See you
well.
all soon.
See you soon.
Yes, sir. Right. Pod is done. Pod virginity.